I mean, I feel bad for those people who don't have a seat, but I'm glad they're here because it shows that people are willing to stand up and fight for our nation, stand up for the things that make our nation. That's right, silent majority no more. That's right, thank you for that sign. You won't find me saying that you're un-American, like some of my fellow congressmen have said about some of the crowds that have come out to express their opinion. You're not un-American, you're true patriots by coming out today and visiting with me, and I appreciate it. And you don't, by the way, look like a Nazi or a mob, so you look like real people to me, real Americans. You know, I can still remember the day after September 11th. In fact, I can still remember where I was on September 11th. I can still remember that morning when my heart sank when I saw those airplanes fly into that building. And being from Oklahoma and living through April 19th, when we lost our federal building and our 168 lives in Oklahoma, when I saw those planes go into that building, I knew in my heart what was going on in our nation. And I was very concerned for our nation because I knew that there was someone out there who was attacking our nation because of our values and our principles. But what I also saw was that on the day after, on 9/12, I saw the people of America rise together. It didn't make any difference if you were a Democrat, a Republican, or an independent, of faith or non-faith. I saw people rise together as Americans first to say, we're going to stand up for our nation, protect our values, and we still believe in America. And I hope that someday, real soon, and maybe this is part of what this group is about today, that we can send a signal to the rest of the nation that we still believe in America and her values and her principles, and we're going to stand behind our nation. And by the way, you won't find this elected official going around the rest of the world apologizing for being an American. Again, I have seen the goodness of our state where people pull together, they give of their resources, they're very charitable, they don't mind going out and helping their fellow man, and those are the values that have made this nation great. And by the way, I still believe those values are still as strong today as they ever were in the past when we founded our nation, and I'm not going to give up on America. In all seriousness, we are facing some challenges in our nation that we probably have never faced before. There are people that are hurting. There are people who are unemployed. There are people who are uninsured. There are people who are worried about the direction of our nation and whether we're still going to recognize America as our founding fathers had established our great nation. And we have every right to be worried. But I still have the faith that the government that's closest to the people, taking it down to the local control, taking it down to the states and their rights, is the best form of government in our nation. Frankly, I need you to help me fight back. And then I support a free market system that allows competition. This is what President Obama and Speaker Pelosi want to do to your healthcare system. And I don't want a healthcare czar either. I don't like the czars. So if you think it's partisan politics, it's not partisan politics, it's philosophy. It's what certain people in Congress believe in as their principle.
First off, let's congratulate you on being able to speak without a teleprompter.
I think the majority majority of us are against it, and yet Congress is not listening to us. Throughout the nation, they're calling us every name there is. I don't represent anybody but myself. I'm an American. I love America. I want what's best for America, and I resent them not allowing us to have a say in how America is run. My question to you is, if all of us meeting together, voicing our concerns, is not getting through to them, what steps can we take to make them listen to us?
What can you do to fight back? Talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors, educate them on what's going on. I think this is one of the greatest, maybe it's a revolution in the nation, where people are waking up and they're saying, I care about my country, I want to help my country, and I want to know what direction my country's going to go in the future and fighting back, and I appreciate that.
One of the problems that I have with this whole package, other than being a very large paperweight, is when you go back to the Constitution and you look at Article 1, Section 8, the 17 enumerated powers of the federal government. Nothing within the Constitution gives the federal government the right to throw that in our face.
There's individuals who will refer to people like myself who work very hard for their money as selfish for not wanting to have it confiscated from the government anymore. I think it is my right as a citizen and the churches and etc. to volunteer our money to help those in need, and I have no problem doing it. I'm just tired of the government taking and taking and taking, and they're not giving.
My name is Dr. Michael. I am originally from the Christian minorities in Egypt. Moved here to America 17 years ago. I had to repeat schooling, internship, residency to be a doctor again, and I made it. Yes, I lost my hair, but okay. As a doctor, and as a businessman, and as a taxpayer, and as an American citizen who worked very hard, who loved this country very much. You can even imagine how much I love it. I have two questions, not for you, but for President Obama.
All right, ask him.
Now, you said that pediatricians send kids prematurely to do tonsillectomy to make more money because doctors don't get paid that much. Well, guess what? I can't understand it either. I see kids all day long, and when I see a kid with repeated tonsillitis, I send him to an ENT physician to do the tonsillectomy. So I don't make money.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I'm in the front line seeing the agony of every person every day. And it has nothing to do with Republican or Democrats, or maybe I live in New York. But fair is fair, right is right, American is American.